Ready, bud?
Yes.
All right. Welcome back to the homestead, guys. We are back from vacation. We had a glorious time in Durango, Colorado, but now we're back to the grind and trying to get some stuff done. So today we are actually going to be helping our neighbor move a propane tank. So
Daddy,
what we got to do, huh? What?
you want to make another one?
Yeah. Make another one?
Yes.
No, yeah, we're making another one. So what we got to do is, Mr. Bean's going to help me. We're attaching the clamp-on pallet forks from Titan Attachments to our bucket on the skid steer. We're going to go over there and help him out. Make a video out of this, update you guys on what's been going on around here. So let's grab the skid steer. Let's get over here, attach the pallet forks, and get on over to my neighbors and get this propane tank unloaded. Ready, bud?
Yes.
All right. Come on, bud. Around here. Here, right there. Clamper down. Let's get on over to the neighbors. Oh, yellow jackets, yellow jackets, yellow jackets, yellow jackets. Come on. Whoa. We were in a yellow jacket nest, dude. Hands up, another up. All right, I was mistaken. We're moving a generator, not a propane tank. But we might move the propane tank. We'll see. So my pallet forks are set wrong, so this pallet's a little bit skinny, so I got to adjust those real quick before we lift this thing. We're going to be throwing it on the pad over here. This is my neighbor, my good friend Mike. He's got a YouTube channel. What is it?
Buys in the Hood.
Buys in the Hood. He just started just here, what?
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so he's just started 2 weeks ago. And he does like, what do you do?
Well, we do total restorations. We buy the worst house on the best block and we'll gut it down to the studs. This current project that we posted the first video on, we're going to restore this property all the way down from the footings and the foundation, rebuild the foundation wall, all the way up to a new roof and everything in between.
Yeah, so his stuff is really cool. We went and shot a video, I don't know, probably 6 months ago, when he just bought a home down in the city that was a total gut job, junk everywhere, and man, he's gonna make this thing looking nice when it's all said and done. So check his channel out. I'll link in the description below. Yeah, it's a bouncy ball. I'll link it in the description below. And he's also got some cool content, like, you know, he's installing a whole house generator right now. Just normal practical stuff that any homeowner would do. He's got a lot of good stuff like that coming, so go check his channel out. Anyway, we're gonna be putting this generator right here on the pad that he has over here, and when he's all said and done with this project, he's gonna be totally off the grid so far as electricity. You know, having a, what is that, a 500-pound what they do it in pounds, right?
Yeah, so this is a whole house backup generator system. These are made, but this one's Kohler. I think they're the best, and it's capable of running either propane or natural gas. We do have a natural gas line here that we use, but because we're trying to do an off-grid backup generator system, we've got the 17 kilowatt Kohler generator, and we've got a 500-gallon propane tank. So
how long will that run? Like, let's say you ran it constantly, your normal house usage, how long do you think that would last?
If you're not running a furnace off that thing, it'll last all year.
So that's, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, so if you're looking for different options, if you're into solar and stuff like that, but you can't afford solar, this is, you know, probably what, like if you get the generator used, you get the propane tank used, you do a lot of the work yourself, it could end up being like a, what, $8,000 job, $10,000 job?
Oh no, I think we're going to be all in for $4,000 to $5,000.
Which is awesome. $5,000. You have a, you know, the security of being able to run your home for potentially a year, conserving power and stuff like that. So Anyway, all right, let's start and get this thing moved over to the pad over here.
It's above the average dia to both sides you need.
Yeah, we're gonna take this thing off. Good enough. You ready, bud? This is part of the process. All right. Does some damage, you know. Yeah. All right, there it is on the. So this pad, Mike, this is a pad you just picked up at the hardware store.
No, I had to get that from a concrete supply place. They make splash blocks.
Oh, okay.
They make sewer stuff. It's out in Belton, Missouri.
Right.
But yeah, that's a 30 by 48 inch, 3-inch concrete pad, and it was like 35 bucks. So I mean, you can't even buy the concrete,
no,
let alone the time it takes to mix it up, form
or
it,
paying somebody to do it.
Yeah, I mean, so we put a little bit of gravel underneath there to level it out because the ground is not level. The ground has a little bit of a slant, so we leveled it, and we set the. You can buy the gravel by the bag. I got mine at the quarry because it's down the road, and I've got a mini dump truck, and I needed some gravel for another driveway, so I just got a whole load and I used a little bit over here. So yeah, that generator weighs 500 pounds. So you want to make sure it's stable, and then in addition to being on this pad, you're going to be running a gas line here. Now this is a flex, so that's fine, it'll flex, but you've also got some holes here and the fiberglass base, and we'll put in anchor bolts. We'll hammer drill all 4 of those and anchor it down with anchor bolts so that if it's doing any vibrating, it's not going to cause your gas line to break free. And again, that's also what this is for, but they put those there for a reason. It doesn't take very much time to secure it, fasten it down. So that's what we'll do.
So that's a great alternative for someone having to come out and pour you a slab of concrete to put your generator on. Super affordable, easy to move. Well, I don't know how easy it was to move.
Yeah, I mean, that thing weighs over 200 pounds.
Okay,
so, you know, you can slide it off the back of your pickup truck onto the ground, and then you can walk it, which is what I did.
Right.
So, but yeah, it is heavy.
So you're going to come into here with, this is electricity?
Yeah, this is a 1-inch conduit pipe. So this runs through this trench, through the foundation wall, into the basement, and then into the top of an automatic transfer switch that's also made by Kohler. What that does is, once you've got all the power connected by an electrician, now you need an electrician to make all these connections. You can't do everything by yourself, but you can do a lot of the labor and save yourself a lot of the cost.
Right.
Now, if you got an uncle or somebody that's an electrician, then you can do everything. It's not any harder. It's just the matter of the fact that you have to disconnect the meter to take your power from the overhead line to the automatic transfer switch first. Then you're going to feed it back into your panel.
Right.
So, you know, it's very dangerous. You want to get an electrician, you got to pull a permit at the city.
So your transfer switch controls not only this, but the whole power to the house.
Yeah, so how it works is, if the power cuts, that transfer switch will sense the loss of power, and it'll switch over from the power line, and it'll start
the generator up. I just wanted to give y'all a glimpse as to, hey, someone who's doing this low cost, like you said, less than 5,000 bucks, finding the equipment used on, where'd you find that, Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, I found that online. I drove down to Branson to pick that up. It was a used 17 kilowatt whole house generator, but it was at a holiday home, a lake house, so you know it was probably never used.
Yeah, just sitting. So you can take advantage of a situation like that, you know, instead of spending a flat $5,000 on a brand new generator, you know, because they sell them at Costco. You know, you can go that direction, spend, you know, double the money. But then he's got this propane tank that he found also used. That's a 500 pound or gallon?
It's 500 gallon, but they fill it up at 80%, so it's basically 420 gallons.
Okay.
Is what it'll hold. Yep. And so we trenched 2 lines here. We trenched 1 line, so we had to rent the trencher. That was $200 a day. We had to trench for the power, and then we had to trench for the gas line.
So that'll come, and you said you're setting the propane tank at least 10 feet away from the generator?
Yeah, by code it needs to be 10 feet away from the nearest property line. Now we've got like 40 feet to the next door neighbor,
Right.
so we're okay. And then you want to be, we're at like 17 feet, which is more than enough. We had the gas company come out and look at the site first. So you want to contact your local propane distributor, whether it's AmeriGas or whomever, and they'll make sure that you've got a good plan, and then they'll actually come back and connect everything. They'll change out the fittings on the old tank. They'll connect everything. They will trench the line if you need them to, but because we already rented the trencher, and that thing does about a foot a minute, so this was about, you know, less than 30 minutes, and this was about 45 minutes.
Yeah, I did. We split the cost of the trencher, and I did an electrical line back to the pond. But man, I did what? That was probably, it was about 150 feet. I did the whole trench in 1 hour. So
you're getting 2 feet a minute.
Yeah, I was ragging the thing. So don't spend your time, because I've done this, you know, digging a trench by hand. I mean, if that's all you got and that's all you can afford, do what you can afford. But I mean, this cost split between us was $100 a piece, and it was totally worth it.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit more with gas and stuff. So anyway, this just shows you what you can do for under $5,000, man. You can do this project and be, you know, off the grid for, like Mike said, potentially up to a year with electricity, you know, just storing propane in your propane tank. So this is a great alternative to solar. I know there's a lot of momentum out there with people putting, you know, full solar setups inside their homes so they can be totally off grid. This is great for the person that's not gonna, you know, spend that amount of investment into being prepared for any sort of situation. You know, we're living in a crazy time right now, and it's wise to be prepared for crisis. And so, you know, Mike started this project. We live across the street. That's our house. And so he's literally right across the street from us. And he started this project, and it just started making me think a little bit, you know, what will we do in a crisis situation where there is no power? You know, you can't survive for 5 years of this method, but
No.
I mean, a year, that's a really good buy you time situation to do what you need to do. And
So
for under $5,000, that is extremely worth the time and the cost to put into it to do something like this. So
so to put it in perspective though as well, this is 17 kilowatts. Most of the most popular selling new units are going to be the Honeywell,
yeah,
at Costco, and then you've got,
that was like what, 20 kilowatts?
That's 20 kilowatts, and that was $42.99 plus
Yep.
tax.
Yep.
And then you've got the Generac, 22 kilowatt, and that is 5,200 I think at Lowe's or whatever. And so 17 kilowatt will get you 60 amps of power,
Okay.
and the 2022 is going to get you about 70-75 amps.
Okay.
So you're still gonna have to pick and choose what you're going to run, but as far as lights, outlets, fridges, your AC unit,
Right.
you're good.
But you're gonna run AC, probably, you know, AC and heat you're gonna run sparingly in a crisis situation anyway.
Yeah,
right?
heat, you know, you better, you know, honestly, it's better to have a
Yeah, they got a wood burning furnace
burning
inside.
stove, yeah.
So
or a fireplace.
yeah. So yeah, this is just an awesome setup situation. I just wanted to give people a perspective of what you can do for low cost, and you know, it's really making me think, all right, what can we do to get our situation a little bit better than we have it now? So Mike, you want to run in and we'll look at the transfer switch and show people what this looks like. You know, a lot of these bundles, Bubba, let's come on down to the basement, okay? You follow Dad. So a lot of these purchases, they'll come in like, you know, packs basically. So you'll get the generator with the transfer switch. Watch out for the cable. Don't step on the cable.
Okay.
Come over on this side. Good job. Oh, you okay?
Yes.
Okay. So the packs will come with the generator. So if you got it from Costco, I think the $42.99 price was a 20 kilowatt generator with the transfer switch combined with it. So Mike got his generator and transfer switch separately, which you can totally do, you know, buying used. All right, let's go. Got it.
So this is the Kohler Impact 1200 automatic transfer switch. This is a commercial box, so it's bigger than a residential, but the switch does the exact same thing. It's built for up to 200 amps, and we have a 200 amp panel. So that line we trenched outside, the conduit, it feeds in here, it feeds into the top, all right, and it's going to come out of here. So how the switch works is the electrician's going to come out here, and he's going to take the main power coming in, and he's going to move that over here. It's going to come into the top of this switch, all right, and then it's going to feed back out of the bottom through the hole, and he'll put some new conduit, and he'll feed the service wire over to the panel. Now the switch is right here, so then the wire that's going to come from the conduit is going to come here. So if the power cuts, it basically switches from the back to the front, and it does it. It's a pretty sophisticated switch. So you know, you got to read the owner's manual to understand really how that thing works.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's like a light switch, but it just knows when the power cuts, and it'll switch from one to the other.
So that's the transfer switch. We'll show you the propane tank here. They said this is an antique, huh? This thing's old. Not an antique, but it's old.
No, it's 70 years old. Yeah, this thing's from 1950. It's over a 1/4 inch thick steel. Yeah, and actually all the fittings on here were good, but I boogered it up trying to replace the service valve because they're brass, so they're a soft metal, and I ovaled out. So now I got to get all new fittings from there on. But yeah, this is $500, and a 500 gallon tank is generally $400 or $500. So it doesn't matter where you are or when you're looking for it.
So at the end of the day, Mike, break down some of the you know, direct costs for the whole project.
Sure. So to drill down on let's get a drill down on the cost. The tank was $500. The transfer switch we just looked at, used, that was $500. I found the used generator for $1,500. That's now we're at $2,500. I got about $250 in electrical parts, $2,750. It's going to be about another $250 to get this thing connected. So the wild card on the price is how much can you get a licensed electrician to get you a permit and to come out and make those final connections. So it's going to be between, you know, $1,000 and $2,000 depending on where you live and who you're friends with. So basically, yeah, that puts us at $3,750, so just under $4,000. So, but again, if you don't know an electrician, and those guys are real busy right now, there's a lot of people hooking up whole house backup generators. Yeah. You know, they're sold out at some of the stores. You got to wait to get them. And the Kohler itself, that's like a 20 kilowatt Kohler right now is $7,500. It does come with the transfer switch, but that's not any labor. So, you know, we're basically going to be at about 40% of the cost of a brand new system.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. That's great. And yeah, like Mike said, they're really hard to find right now. We were looking through Costco's website, just taking a look at prices and stuff like that. And I looked probably 2 weeks ago, they were there. And then that next week I looked again because we started talking seriously about doing the project, and they were gone. They don't have any left. And I think they just got one unit back in stock. It's the $42.99 unit. So anyway, guys, this is a breakdown. Kind of just wanted to give you a peek and a view into someone doing the project themselves, and really preparing for any sort of crisis situation that would happen in a really wise and frugal way. So again, Mike's channel's Buys in the Hood. I'll link it in the description below.
It's Buys in the Hood, but it's a play on the movie, so you actually have to spell it B-U-Y-Z.
Okay.
In the hood.
Okay, in, like the letter N, the hood. Okay. I'll link it in the description below. Y'all go check his channel out. He's got content coming down the pipe, and really awesome stuff. So, thanks, Mike. cool project we got going on here. Actually, you know what I'll do is I'll check back in on this project when it's all said and done.
Yeah, we get it fired up.
Yeah, we can see the unit switch over, see, you know, some of the electricity being powered by the generator, all that good stuff. So, yeah.